Welcome everybody to the Heart Coherence Collaborative. We are so excited to have one of our original guys who's been supporting us from day one, our dear friend, Mark Anthony Lord. Thank you for being back with us. Thank you for everything you've done for us. Thank you for being our friend, and just thank you for being you.
Oh man, it's mutual. The moment I met you guys, I was like, I love them.
We felt the same way. We were so excited even today. Like, oh, it's Mark Day.
If we're doing anything, Mark has to be part of it.
I love it. Thank you. I'm honored to be a part of this. I think what you're doing is important. I know it's inspired, so I love to help and spread the word.
Yeah. So a lot of our group members already know you, but we have a lot of new people here for this challenge. So would love just to hear you let everyone know a little bit more about who you are.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'm Mark Anthony Lord, and that is my real name. I always have to tell people that.
It does seem like a fake name.
I know it could be. It'd be a good fake name, especially since I'm a minister, so that makes it really funky. Right. Yeah, I'm what's called a New Thought minister. I guess I was trained at Agape in Los Angeles under Michael Bernard Beckwith. Many people know Michael Beckwith, and he's just my minister. I love this man forever, and I learned so much from him. Founded a spiritual center in Chicago in 2003 called the Bodhi Spiritual Center, and grew that from 3 to over 1,000, and that was an amazing journey. But more importantly, I've been on a spiritual path since 24, when my parents threw me into a private treatment center because I was almost dead. But in that treatment center, I literally, I remember a counselor saying to me, you need to find God, and you need to learn how to pray, or you're going to die. And for some reason, that pierced my soul, and that became my life's mission. Like, what is God, and how the heck do I communicate with God? And it's been my whole life. Like, it's such a miracle. And I've helped so many people learn how to pray, heal their relationship with God, learn how to forgive, which is also a vital, vital practice for me. Also a Course in Miracles student and teacher. And I'm the co-founder of a program called Living the Course with my dear friend, Aaron Abke. He and I founded this, and this is a program where we move people through A Course in Miracles. So that's what I'm about.
Yeah, you're doing such great work, and you're so authentic, man. That spirit that you've come in touch with just radiates out from you at all times. So
well, I was in 1999. I had a pooh inside me where I heard a voice, a very clear voice. It was like, you are here to channel and heal. And I was like, shut this shit down. No, I mean, it freaked me out. I thought I was losing my mind. I mean, it left me alone for a stretch of time, like about another 10 years, maybe a little more than that, but then it started coming back gently. So I don't think I'm unique, by the way. All of us have access to a voice of inspiration, the voice of God, whatever you call it. So I've learned to really welcome it and trust it, and it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are interested in and wish that they would hear the voice of God clearer. So it sounds like you kind of got scared and rejected it at first. But what do you think allowed it back in when it came back? Because I feel like people would love to know that.
I actually had an incident where I had that voice come in, and like spirit was swarming me, and I actually got so spooked that I didn't actually go back to trying to open that door. So I would love to hear how you open that door.
Yeah. I appreciate that it's a voice of love. So if it freaks us out, it will quiet down. It will sort of wait, at least in my experience. I should just speak for my experience. But yeah, as I just kept, praying and kept redefining God and rediscovering a deeper relationship. But it was in 2010 or 11 when I went to India, and I was at an ashram for a month, and it was there that it actually came through as the voice of Jesus. And even that, again, I was like, no, I'm not a Jesus guy. Thank you. Talk to the guy next to me. He seems into Jesus. But it was so beautiful. And seriously for about 25 days straight. Like, and in India, by the way, they will, like, talking to your divine, having altars in your living room. It's very, very beautiful and acceptable in the Western world. They even have multiple deities. Like, they're just all about it. The Western world is very logical and skeptical.
Yeah.
So when I was in India, I just had this opening and I had this willingness, and I really did. That's when it really cracked open and I started listening. It was undeniable. Can I tell you a fun story?
Oh,
Yes.
love it.
Yes,
One
please.
day I was just walking through the gardens and I was just talking with my brother Jesus. He's just my brother. Like, there's not any, like, it was just like, I'm just your brother, man. I'm here to help. And it was alive. It was a living experience inside of me. And I said, okay, Jesus, I want you to make me able to heal with my hands. People need healing. I want to be a healer with my hands. And immediately it was like, no way.
Wow.
Whoa.
And I stopped. I was like, why? Why no way? And I heard as clear as a bell, because then it will be about that.
Ooh.
And that's not what you're here for. You're not here to do magic tricks.
Ooh.
Isn't that beautiful?
It
And
is.
I was
I think Jesus might know that your ego might get a little wrapped up in that.
You think?
I think he knows. He would know me too. That's not for you.
Exactly. Well, and I get it. It's like, then it will be about that,
Yeah.
which is what I need you to do. And it just like, and I said, well, maybe a little bit. And he's like, no. I'm like,
A
okay.
little bit healing. Come on, Jesus. Come on.
I know, just a little. So, but since then, I do experience, I can channel a voice of healing when it's called forth, but I don't guide it. It just comes up when it wants to.
Yeah. Yeah. And just before I forget, I'd love for you to just tell people about the service you offer, that you've actually offered both Talia and I, where you channel to kind of do like a session of healing.
Oh, that's right. I actually forgot I did that with both of you.
Profound. Very profound.
Yeah, I do offer, I currently call them just Holy Spirit healing sessions. And it really is where I just, I do go within and I just welcome the voice of the Holy Spirit, align with the energy and the vibration of whoever we're there to serve. And I just listen and I let it speak. And very often it will use, one of the channels it uses for me is the chakras, and it will show me images. I don't remember if that happened with either one of you, forgive me for that.
Oh, yeah.
But it will, in each chakra, show me images and stories. And then that's what we use as launching pads or springboards to move into the conversations that are wanted to be happening. And then in the middle of that, we just move into a healing whenever that's supposed to occur.
Highly recommend it to anybody listening. Reach out to Mark.
Yeah, that was beautiful and very unique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I got really clear guidance that I think what I really enjoyed about it most of all was that you usually, when you do things like that, it's somebody who is almost like a little overly serious and takes themselves too seriously. And it was actually such a fun experience there was something that you do that's different than a lot of people that might have some kind of healing reading that almost feels like a little pretentious or like stuffy or something. So it was just from beginning to end, it was such a cool experience. And also there was so much good information.
Yeah, happy and filled with spirit.
It was
I
fun.
felt like an overwhelming sense of spirit.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm so glad to know this.
I actually kind of probably want another one now.
I'm thinking the same thing.
And it's my gift to you anytime. I do go wherever it goes. And there are some people that have some real important things inside of them that I am shown. And it's not always fun, but I do have a lightness about it. I do. There's always a point where we shake it up a little bit. So
great. So you are going to guide us in a technique, which we're really excited about. So we'll just allow you a couple seconds to get in the zone, and whatever flows through you, we'll be here.
Great. It is my honor to do this. So yeah, I'd like to close my eyes for a minute and join me if you're listening to this, and take a nice breath with me. And so what I do want to bring forward is specifically around the teachings of A Course in Miracles, with no specific quotes or need to make it too difficult to understand. Many people understand this as a teaching of the mind. It is a teaching of mind training. The purpose of the course is peace. The purpose of the course is to create peace of mind so that the voice of spirit can be heard, welcomed, and fully lived from. Many people, however, believe that the teachings of the course are more mind-centered and they miss the heart center of it. And so that is where I would love to focus this for you and for all of us, because what is primary in the Course in Miracles is that we need each other to awaken. The Course says that we cannot awaken alone, that we need our brothers and sisters as our reflection to awaken fully to the love that we are. Our brothers and sisters are our mirrors. They're our mirrors for our projections of fear and the belief of separation, the judgments that we hold against ourselves. We can see them in our brothers and sisters, so they are able to mirror to us the places in us that need healing. But they also primarily are the mirrors for our innocence, for our perfection. And as we practice seeing our brothers and sisters as innocent, as one with God, as guided, as we give them this knowing, this gift, this understanding, of course, we ourselves become that also. We will only truly, truly awaken to the atonement, to the remembering of our oneness with each other. So what I feel guided to do today is to help you to be able to, from your heart, activate an energy of love and share it with a brother or sister in the world. You can know them directly, or they can be a stranger at the grocery store. It doesn't matter, because every single person in your world is an opportunity to share love. So without much more talking about it, I actually want to lead you into a simple practice and experience. Now, this one will be longer because I really want you to embody it. But then once I complete that, I'm also going to give you just kind of a fast, rapid fire way to do it, which is also really fulfilling. So join me in closing your eyes if that's comfortable for you, and taking some nice, slow, deep breaths through your nose. Exhaling through your nose, feeling the shoulders relax and the spine lengthen, creating more room for your next inhale. Really stretch your body with this breath. Go as deep as you can. And as it turns into an exhale, imagine breathing out the past, all that has come before this moment. Inhale into this present moment, right here, right now, where the life of spirit is. Exhaling out anything you're making up about the future. So the past is gone, the future is gone, and we are breathing together in this now holy instant. And I want you to locate your awareness in the center of your head, kind of in the center of your brain. And you can do that simply by thinking it there. But now imagine that that awareness becomes like a feather, and that feather begins floating, swaying gently downward, relaxing you past your forehead, relaxing your eyes, floating past your cheeks and your nose, floating past your mouth, relaxing the tongue, the jaw drops down and back, floating down through your throat and neck, past your collarbone. And this feather drops gently into the center of the chest, the heart space. And just breathe into your chest, and if it's comfortable, even put your hand there to focus your attention more fully. And what is in back of the human heart is what is called the Christ heart, the sacred heart, the one heart that we share. This is actually the heart that heals. This is the heart that connects. This is the heart that loves. Many people get confused and rely upon their human heart, which is not wired to do what the spiritual heart will do. So imagine, I like to imagine a big ball of golden light right in the center of your chest. And this represents the love that you are, eternal love. Nothing to do with this world, nothing to do with the form. You are this presence and this light and this love, eternal forevermore. And it connected to this golden light, I want you to bring to mind someone or something that you love dearly. I immediately think of my dog, Bigsby. See whatever you love dearly in your mind in the distance. Feel how special they are to you. And imagine this golden light beaming out of your chest, connecting to the love in their heart. And so that you're streaming and sharing this golden light. One love, giving it and receiving it. And as this is flowing, say to that which you love, you are one with God. You are innocent. You are perfect. We are one. You are one with God. You are innocent. You are perfect. We are one. And imagine that which you love growing in this golden light, pure joy. It's just filled with it, so much so that it just begins to dissolve and disappear in this beautiful light. Bringing your attention back to your heart. I now invite you to bring to mind someone that you have neutral energy around. Nothing great, nothing, not too much, not too little, no judgments, just, someone you may not even know, like someone at the grocery store, the cashier, or the neighbor down the street. Just let anyone come to mind where you hold a neutral energy around. I'm actually thinking of the manager at the grocery store in my town. She's come to my mind. Whoever it is in your mind, see them at a distance. And again, imagine this golden light beginning to stream out of your heart, right piercing their heart. And they receive it, they multiply it, and send it back to you. Just take a moment and feel the giving and the receiving of this light of love. As you say to them, you are one with God. You are innocent. You are perfect. We are one. You are one with God. You are innocent. You are perfect. We are one. One love. And they just receive this light and they fill with it. And imagine them kind of laughing in joy because they feel so full as that golden light expands and they disappear into it. Breathing yourself back to your heart. You may know where we're going next. Now I give you the opportunity to allow to come to mind someone whom you judge. You can choose someone that you judge harshly or just lightly, doesn't matter. Any amount of judgment separates you. So just let someone that you've been holding outside of your heart, someone you've got a bunch of stories about, someone that you don't like. Let spirit reveal them in your mind's eye and see them at a distance. I'm going for the big gold. I've been shown Putin. So Putin is in my mind. Whoever's in your mind, welcome them. And allow this love energy to begin streaming from your heart to theirs. And imagine them connecting, receiving it, multiplying it, and returning it to you. Allow this love light to flow and connect and grow between you. As you say to them, just say this from your heart. You are one with God. You are innocent. You are perfect. We are one. You are one with God. You are innocent. You are perfect. We are one. And imagine them receiving this love light, growing in it. And for this particular person, I like to imagine them becoming smaller and smaller and smaller until they become a little baby when they were perfectly innocent, just a little 2 or 3 month old baby. And in that, imagine them just dissolving easily into the golden light. And now we do just one more. This is powerful work. Stay with me. Imagine yourself floating easily in space, looking at planet Earth in the distance. It looks like a blue and green marble. And you're just floating safely and wonderfully surrounded by all the stars in the universe. And you know how to do this now. So just beam that golden light straight at planet Earth. And imagine the entire Earth being just enveloped in your love light. And all living things and beings on this planet, including the planet itself, are receiving that love, drinking it in, multiplying it, and returning it to you. As you say to planet Earth, to humanity, to all living beings, you are one with God. You are innocent. You are perfect. We are one. You are one with God. You are innocent. You are perfect. We are one. Breathe that in. Imagine planet and all of humanity and all living things just receiving that golden light. And now, in this one, imagine Mother Earth and all its inhabitants easily float towards you as you welcome it into your heart. What a perfect place for this to reside, in the center of your love. Take a deep breath. Imagine this golden light within you spreading throughout your whole body temple, extending beyond the body to the energetic body, the emotional body, the mental body. All planes of existence that you are on is this golden light of love that you are. Take a deep breath as you begin to bring your attention back into the room that you're in, moving your fingers and toes and opening your eyes whenever you're ready.
That was amazing.
Thank you so much.
For everyone listening too, we arrived on Zoom tonight and Mark was like, I haven't even really decided what I'm going to do. And he asked for an idea and Leah gave him a great idea, something that involved the heart and the mind. And you just went with it. Just shows how incredible
It's perfect.
Of a creator you are. That was awesome.
Well, thank you. Thank you. It was fun. I really do. I trust the voice. This is the beautiful part. Like, you don't have to prepare.
Yeah.
More and more you begin to trust that. And then you just get to show up. I did say we could do a fast. I want you to do,
Yes.
for those of you, like, because this is really fun. And I do this. Grocery store is my practice place, but when I'm driving down the road, I just had this awareness, like, you can let your mind go through all these crazy stories and get upset and struggle with that, or you can use your mind to extend blessings. You can focus your mind and heart, so you can just beam love lights. And a simple way to do that is anything from, like, I behold the Christ in you. You are one with God. You are whole, perfect, and complete. I just, I think I'm like this,
such a good
superhero. And I just shoot them out, man. Walking down the aisle with my grocery cart, bam, bam. Or driving down the road when someone's passing the car, you are one with God. Like, it's such a beautiful way to use your energy for good. It's simple. And I always think, what's your other option, right? Sit there and kind of stir up some memory that is only going to cause upset. Forget about it. Go to work.
Yeah.
That's so good. And
You're like Spider-Man of love, just like,
totally
sending blessing.
Yeah,
I think as you do that too, you notice you have different interactions with the world based on what you're sending out. I mean, when I lived in Massachusetts, at that point, I was in a very peaceful state of mind. And I felt like everything that everyone reported around me, like that people would cut them off, that cashiers were jerky. I experienced none of that at that time at all. I was like, people are so nice. I feel like people are always letting me in. It just totally changes the quality of your experience in a profound way. That's not subtle.
It's not. It really adds up. So, and I think, and I think we can also make up that it's not, oh, it's not going to do it. It's not a big deal. But I'm like, no, it's like everything.
Yeah.
It's everything. What you think about and how you connect with people. Like I said, like in the beginning, like that is your way to awakening. So, let's do it.
I love that you talked about that. That is the piece that you need to do to connect with other people to awaken. Because I think many people have an awakening, and it's that experience that you have with yourself, and it is almost easier to do that, but I think it's disconnected.
Yeah, it's like the monk who goes on top of the mountain, who retreats for like 20 years, and he gets all sent out, and then he comes off the mountain. As soon as he sees someone else, he's like, I hate you. So
yeah. Well, there's an acceptance now, even in the spiritual world, that we can be spiritual and say we're awake and all this stuff, and simultaneously we think that we can judge and say those people aren't okay, or that person, like I can't. There's no line for me to draw. I've not been given permission to draw a line where I say who's in and who's out. I wasn't given that job.
Love that.
Yeah. Yeah, once I heard someone say, and I never heard it defined as this, but that the measure of being spiritual was how loving you were to people.
Yeah.
Because it seems like spirituality becomes almost like a rank thing, like I'm the most spiritual, which is a good indicator that you're probably not. Which is kind of hilarious, but our egos are hilarious, and
they really
are.
The ego learns the language of spirit.
Yes.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
And you can get all caught up in that. I think if you just say the sentence, I'm the most spiritual person, that's probably a good indicator that you're probably not.
Yeah, it's even like just like going into like meditation as a way to like retreat from the world versus like being. I caught myself doing that for a while. It was almost like my meditation was an escape that, like I was doing it to just get away instead of going there to like, it's kind of hard to explain, but I think you know what I mean.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Something else I do that I share with people because I'm just so passionate about, maybe because of addiction is in my history, and, and in the 12-step world, it was always like, your addicts doing push-ups in the back of your mind. So you better be humble, right. Kind of a thing. And it kind of helped me because humility is really important to me. And every day when I shower, I get down on my knees and I pray. And there's something about the water coming over me and about me just being, I want to be so humble because I don't want to get puffed up in what I think I am or what I'm not. I just really want it to be all spirit.
Oh, I love that. I think I might have to incorporate that into my shower. That sounds really beautiful.
It's great. I told another person to do it. She was like, the tub is too cold and hard. I'm like, well, put a pillow. I don't know.
That sounds great.
I'm willing to suck it up. I would do it. Yeah. I'm tough enough to do the shower kneeling.
Absolutely. Yeah. So what is going on in the world of Mark Anthony Lord that we can support you in? Like, how can we get involved with all your activities?
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, a couple years ago, I have a friend named Panache Desai, a beautiful spiritual teacher, and he's been on Oprah. He's this really cool dude, and he's just my brother.
I always thought his name was Panache, so I'm glad that I've always just read it. But
yeah, Panache Desai, and we lived in Florida, in Naples. Both lived in Naples, and we'd hang out a lot. And I was at his house, and we're having this conversation. He's like, people don't know how to pray. People need to know how to pray. And we were getting passionate in the conversation. Well, suddenly he started downloading this whole method of prayer using the chakras as portals to purify the subconscious mind, and also as portals to plant the truth of our oneness with the divine, basically to create a felt experience of the kingdom of heaven within. And so we started talking about that, and we were tape recording the conversation, and it all just came together. And then at the end of it, when I was leaving, he's like, hey, Mark, that's yours to do. That's not mine. I'm very clear that Spirit did that for you. Well, that was about 2 years ago. And I was like, oh God, I need one more thing on my plate. But I've been playing with it, and I've done some beta groups on it. So I'm launching the first official class of what's called the Chakra Prayer System. And I'm in love with it. It uses the chakras plus the Course in Miracles plus affirmative prayer. And it places you in the center of, Abraham Hicks would call it the vortex, right? When you're in the vortex, you're able to create effortlessly. Well, this is the version of that. The spiritual terms would be the kingdom of heaven, which you are, your oneness with God. And when you're in that place, it is true. Ask and it is given. And so this is a prayer practice that teaches you how to build that relationship within yourself using the chakras. As I stated, there are 6 core lies that get dissolved, and there are 6 truths that get planted in the first 6 chakras. And then I lead you through how to pray. And there's 5 different areas in which you can also pray. You can pray for anything, but to give you focus. So I'm excited about this program.
I love this.
You got it. I'm happy to, if you guys would do it, I'd happily gift that to you. So you can.
Thank you. I'm so in. This sounds
it starts at the end of April, and anyone, can join me for it. It's really powerful. There's something really beautiful inside of this.
Yeah.
So how is it set up? Is it live, or is it a course that you could take even if it was after that time?
Yeah, thank you. It's an 8-week course, and we drop the modules on Monday, and then Thursday nights is the live coaching Q&A and experience. So that's live with me on Thursday nights. So you'll get the program, which is like an hour and 15 minutes of different things to listen to between Monday and Thursday. And then Thursday night, we have the gathering, and that also is recorded. So if you are unable to make that, then you can always listen to that at your convenience.
And you're going to do it twice this year?
Yeah, I'm going to do it, launching it at the end of April, and then we're looking at launching it again in the fall.
Great.
Oh, that's, wow. Yeah. We might even just have to tell people about it, because this will be broadcast a little bit later, because I feel like so many of our people would love that. So. Yeah. So
you're listening, join the one in the fall. And we'll tell you how it is, because we're going to be going through it. So
that's so great.
I would love it if you guys. I would love it.
Yeah, we're in. Yeah, beautiful. It just resonated. It's so perfect.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's really groovy. I mean, it's really got some deep stuff, but also just it's very experiential.
Yeah.
Which I love.
Yeah.
So what else? Anything else that you're doing now that you want to talk about, Mark?
Well, I mean, I'm always available to do the Holy Spirit healing sessions. If anyone's interested in that, go to my website, markanthonylord.me, and I'll create a special discount link for you guys called Heart Coherence.
Yay.
Is that it? Coherence?
Yes.
Yeah. So that Heart Coherence, so that people can get a special discount on that if they come through you.
That's so generous of you.
We could not love you more.
Yeah, we were talking about it before you came on. We're like, oh,
it's Mark.
it's so amazing when you come on.
We just love you.
Cool.
And since the last time we interviewed you and you came on, you shared a couple of things. Every time I've ever been with you, you inspired something that became part of my daily routine. So last time it was the prayer, forgiveness set me and whoever free. Yeah. And every single day since we did that, I have said that prayer.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it's part of my nighttime prayers. So I add in anybody or the repeating same people or whoever comes up. And I love that. So thank you. I feel like that was such a gift that you gave me. So thank you.
Oh, absolutely, my joy. And thanks for letting me hang out here. I really am grateful.
Thank you so much, Mark. And again, until next time, we'll have you on all of these. So thanks again.
Bye, everybody.